and I only remember one of them. Watch me, you, and beef with me. Get out of here. I'll put you in one of the movies. I need a kid for the new Scary. I need a and a meth head all mixed together. You're perfect. I need someone that looks like a wet Muppet. That's what I am. I need together. I need Cref.
I want to say this about Soulja Boy. Y'all gotta give him a little bit of latitude because he a victim. And he been ran through quite a bit. They was playing tapes, and then the owner of the house pulled out Soulja Boy tape. That's why he's always able to call other on being a swish. Birds of a feather flock together.
You all need to cut Soulja Boy some slack. Because in a way, he's a victim. He's been through a lot. And it's no surprise he reacts the way he does. Recently, during a conversation, someone played a tape of Soulja Boy, which is why he's always quick to call out others for being fake. The saying, birds of a feather flock together, seems to fit this situation, especially with rumours now swirling about his personal life. A young man recently came forward to expose Soulja Boy, claiming that he is secretly gay. This revelation came shortly after Soulja got into a heated feud with Marlon Wayans. During their argument, Soulja Boy insulted Marlon, calling him homophobic slurs and accusing him of sacrificing his transgender son for the benefit of the entertainment industry. He went on a rant, making all kinds of offensive comments about the LGBTQ+ community, seemingly forgetting that his own past could come back to haunt him. Meanwhile, his alleged ex-boyfriend, a young white man he had reportedly been involved with, was watching everything unfold, waiting for the right moment to speak out. Soulja Boy's rise to fame was through platforms like MySpace and YouTube. He hustled hard in the streets and made a name for himself. But now he's being accused of having had to engage in inappropriate activities just to get ahead. Just when his feud with Marlon was starting to die down, the young man came out with receipts, proof of their alleged relationship. This included video evidence of him being intimate with Soulja Boy. Things escalated quickly, and Soulja ended up deleting all the tweets he had made about Marlon and his transgender child. The more hateful and homophobic things Soulja said, the more proof his alleged ex-boyfriend provided, exposing him even further. People have speculated about Soulja Boy's private life for years, but no one expected it to come out like this. The entire drama actually started when Marlon Wayans mocked Soulja Boy during a radio interview. He laughed at the fact that Soulja had performed at Donald Trump's inauguration. When asked what he thought about Soulja's performance, Marlon bluntly stated that Soulja had nothing to lose since his career was already over. He pointed out that Soulja had been cancelled for years and was only performing for the paycheck because he had no reputation left to protect. Marlon's words struck a nerve, and Soulja Boy, as usual, took to social media to fire back. He went on an angry rant, accusing Marlon of selling his soul and doing favors for Hollywood executives just to advance his career. He even tweeted, "Marlon, you're not funny. Keep selling your soul and doing what you gotta do for Hollywood." Marlon, however, wasn't about to back down. He clapped back hard, reminding everyone of Soulja's own troubled past, hinting that he had been taken advantage of by older men when he was younger. Marlon's response took things to another level, and Soulja, in turn, doubled down on his attacks. He continued using homophobic slurs and claimed that he had built his career on his own, without needing to do anything shady. He also tried to insult Marlon by bringing up his past roles, particularly those where he dressed as a woman for comedic effect. Then, for some reason, Soulja Boy decided to drag Blueface into the drama. He made baseless claims that Blueface was experiencing abuse while in jail. This random attack on Blueface only made Soulja look more desperate to divert attention away from himself. Marlon wasn't done yet though. He hit back by posting a photo of Soulja Boy in a questionable situation with his bodyguard, accusing him of being on substances. He also pointed out that Soulja still calls himself Boy, despite being a grown man. Marlon sarcastically suggested that people at the event were likely treating him like a little kid, throwing him small amounts of money just to perform. To make things even worse for Soulja, Marlon revealed a series of direct messages from Soulja Boy, where Soulja had been begging him for a movie role. These messages spanned from 2016 all the way to last year, showing that Soulja was desperate for work and struggling financially. Marlon used this as further proof that Soulja was in no position to be mocking anyone. After this, Soulja Boy quickly deleted all his previous tweets attacking Marlon and stopped responding altogether. But the damage had already been done. His attempts to insult Marlon only backfired, bringing more attention to his own alleged hidden lifestyle. His homophobic comments triggered people to start digging into his past, and that's when things really took a turn. The internet uncovered old accusations about his relationships, particularly his rumored involvement with a young white man named William, who had previously exposed their alleged affair. William had spilled the details of their relationship during an interview with blogger Tasha K, and now, with all this resurfacing, Soulja Boy is facing more scrutiny than ever. The entire situation has left fans divided. Some are defending him, while others feel that he is finally being exposed for the hypocrisy he has shown over the years. In the end, what started as a petty feud between Soulja Boy and Marlon Wayans turned into a full-blown scandal, revealing things that Soulja probably never wanted the world to see. Whether this will have a lasting impact on his reputation remains to be seen. But one thing is for sure, this drama isn't over yet. William claims he first met Soulja Boy at a Hollywood party, and right from the start, Soulja was showing interest in him. According to William, Soulja was making advances, touching him inappropriately, and trying to convince him to get intimate. Eventually, William said he gave in and had a private encounter with Soulja. During the act, Soulja allegedly made comments about William being a white boy, which made it clear that he was into race-related roleplay. William even described what Soulja looked like at the time. Initially, people were skeptical about his claims, but after Soulja created an OnlyFans account and explicit content of him started circulating online, many began to believe William. His detailed descriptions from years ago matched what people could now see for themselves, making his story more credible. William spoke openly about his experience, saying he enjoyed it, but also felt nervous. He wasn't sure if Soulja's behavior was genuine, or if he was just intoxicated. At one point, William even questioned whether Soulja might hurt him. Despite the uncertainty, he went ahead with it. He described how nervous he was when he first arrived at Soulja's place, heart racing as he climbed the stairs. When he walked in, Soulja reportedly greeted him casually, before making his intentions clear. William admitted that in that moment, he had to shift from being just a fan to someone engaging in an intimate experience with a celebrity. During his interview with Tasha K, William went into even more detail, talking about Soulja's physique and personal features. He claimed that most skinny men tend to be well endowed, and that Soulja was no exception. As soon as this interview was released, Soulja went into defense mode, as he usually does when faced with controversy. He denied ever meeting William and insisted that the whole story was fabricated. However, fans noticed something odd. His reaction wasn't as aggressive as usual. Instead of going off in a rage, he was smiling and even blushing a little while addressing their allegations. This made people believe he was guilty, but didn't want to push William into revealing even more damaging details. Normally, when Soulja is accused of something, he lashes out, calling people every insult imaginable. He did exactly that when feuding with Marlon Wayans, using homophobic slurs, and attacking Marlon's personal life. But with William, his tone was noticeably different. He seemed more reserved and hesitant, making many suspect there was some truth to William's claims. During a live session, Soulja tried to clear his name, repeatedly swearing that the allegations were false. He insisted that anyone could go on OnlyFans and see his content, but that didn't prove anything. He even went as far as saying, "God strike me down if I'm lying." But for many people, his over-the-top reaction only made him seem more suspicious. To make things worse, Jaguar Wright previously claimed that Soulja had an affair with 50 Cent. She alleged that Soulja had been part of the music industry from a young age and had been involved in questionable relationships with powerful men. She also brought up an old incident in New York, where Soulja was reportedly thrown out into a hallway, completely naked, after an altercation with a lover. With all these allegations piling up, people were quick to point out the irony of Soulja Boy constantly using homophobic slurs while having his own history questioned. He often calls out others for being fake, but his track record suggests he may not be as straight as he claims. The internet wasted no time reminding him of this contradiction. Meanwhile, Marlon Wayans wrapped up their feud in the most unexpected way by releasing an AI-generated country diss track aimed at Soulja Boy. The song mocked Soulja, accusing him of substance abuse and desperation. Some of the lyrics went viral, with lines suggesting that Soulja would do anything for money, including questionable actions for cryptocurrency. As usual, fans had their own opinions. One person commented, "It's crazy how so many celebrities had to do things behind the scenes to make it big. A lot of them probably did more than we think." Another person added, "It's always the ones who act the toughest online that seem the most suspect. If you're secure in yourself, you don't need to prove anything." At this point, people are divided. Some believe Soulja Boy is being unfairly targeted, while others think his past is finally catching up to him. What do you think? Do you believe William's story? Or do you think Soulja is telling the truth? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to check out my other videos for more celebrity drama.